Hey everyone, Cool Ranch here, and if you can't tell by the title of this video, today I'll be showing off all the games I've collected over the years. I got this idea from watching someone else do the same thing. I think it was actually an ASMR video. I don't remember, I have to look it up again. But after watching it, it just gave me the idea to do it myself, so figured it's something relatively interesting and quick to do, because I wanted to get a video out, because usually I want to make a video every now and then, and well, it's now and then, so figured, why not? And I do apologize for the camera quality. This is a webcam. It does record 1080p, but 30 FPS, and the lighting is kind of weird, but whatever. And yes, I'm still using my Blue Snowball microphone. Trust me, it's way better than the audio on this damn thing. It's terrible, so... But hey, it's an upgrade from that old phone I used to use, huh? That was sad. Anyways, I'll be starting with my Nintendo Switch collection, and I'll move back to older consoles. I'll start with the newest first, and go to the older, if that makes any sense. I probably could have worded that way better, but... hey, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Anyways, let's get started, shall we? Starting with my Switch collection. CTR Crash Team Racing Nitro Field. Not a bad remake, although recently it's been kind of in an interesting spot, to say the least. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. It's not a bad game. Still pretty easy though, even if you are not very good at Pokemon. Next is Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2, if you can tell that's supposed to be 2. Thanks GameStop for the sticker. Very nice. Next is Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy. I used to have this on PS4, and then I had to trade in my PS4. So I decided to get that game so I can play it again. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Not a bad game, I just haven't played much of this. Story mode just didn't really keep my attention. Next is Mega Man 11. Hit my hand on the table there. Oops. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Featuring, if you can read that with this weird camera quality, the new Funky mode. That was actually not bad. It's kind of fun. Not gonna lie. I never played the original, so I figured it'd warrant a purchase. Super Mario Odyssey. And of course, if you own a Switch, you also have to own The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And there's one more Switch game I have. I just don't have it with the rest because, reasons. I'm not sure if I said this already, but last but not least, Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. I'm not sure if you can tell this by now, but I'm kind of a big Mega Man guy, at least for Classic and X Series. Zero is alright too. If you're wondering why this is separated, I'm not sure if you can tell, but this case is kind of in an interesting state. I have the game in my Switch carrying case. This case is really disgusting. It's sticky, it's bumpy, and I don't know. I got it from GameStop, and it's the only one they had. And it was brand new. I don't know. Like, it's sticky. I wonder if someone was masturbating or something. That's disgusting. Oh shit, I already touched it. Damn it. Anyways, next up is my PS4 games, and damn it, I should have washed my hands. Okay. Whatever. First up is Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. It's not a bad game. It's pretty good. It's not my kind of game. And unfortunately for myself, 1 month after I bought it from GameStop, it went for free on PlayStation Plus, so that was a big oof. Devil May Cry HD Collection. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. And Street Fighter 5. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're noticing a pattern here, but every single game I showed so far has been from GameStop. I had a lot more PS4 games, but when I traded in my PS4, and by the way, I traded in my PS4 because it was kind of in a bad state. It was overheated in 20 minutes, So I traded in my PS4 with all the games I could trade in, and the games I couldn't trade in were from GameStop. So, and a couple I just didn't want to trade in, like this game, because I thought this was pretty cool. So, yep, all these games are from GameStop, with the exception of, one of the exceptions are the next one, Far Cry 4 Limited Edition. I didn't like this game. I forgot I had this. It was kind of, tried to sell it at a garage sale and no one wanted to buy it. Big oof. It's not bad, it's not for me, I guess. Yeah, and I couldn't sell Skylanders Imaginators either. It's part of a set. GameStop won't accept it. I bought it for Crash Bandicoot, I swear. Next is Okami HD. Ratchet & Clank. Same with Metal Gear Solid 5. It went for free, although it took about a year after I purchased it for it to be free. So thank God it was a year and not a month. You can't even tell which Titanfall this is. This is Titanfall 2. Great sticker placement, by the way. Probably one of the best modern shooters. I'd say top 5, in my opinion. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. If you like Dragon Ball, you'll like it, but if you're a fighting game fan, not so much. Kind of weird. On the other hand, Fighters is pretty good if you're a fighting game fan. I actually bought the collector's edition of this game. I just got it for the statue. People said it looked bad, but I liked it, so I don't know. Guess we have different tastes. That's it for my PS4 games, by the way. Anyways, next up is my PC game collection. Physical, I might add. I do own quite a few Steam games, but unfortunately, those aren't physical, so. Anyway, starting with the very first PC game I somehow obtained. Angry Birds Space. Got this for Christmas one year. It was, I think, 6-7 years ago, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Never actually played this game. I probably should try it. But I mean, I think it's kind of a waste of money, because can't you get it for free on your phone? I don't know. Anyways, if you do not know what Angry Birds are, you are probably way too young to be watching me. Please stop. I'm saying this on behalf of your parents. Anyways, next up is South Park: The Stick of Truth. This was, I think, the game that actually got me into PC gaming. I remember watching PewDiePie play it, buying it with my allowance money. I played it on that work computer that my parents got me, which it was not made to run games, because Borderlands 2 Game of the Year Edition proved that. I had to set everything to low for it to actually run at a decent frame rate. I had a choice between this and the Vita version. I chose this, which I'm glad I did, because the Vita version crashed and was probably worse off than my poor computer at the time. And also Payday 2, the Ultimate Steel Edition, got this around the same time. Yeah, at least Borderlands could run decent at the lowest settings. This could not. Oh, that was a big goof. It's not a bad game to play with friends, but playing with randoms, not so much. Anyways, I'll try to spare you my life story at this point. I'm telling you way too much about myself. I'm gonna get doxxed. Anyways, Doom. Had this on PS4, decided to get it on PC. So, yep. Definitely the best shooter this generation so far. Until Doom Eternal comes out, of course. And last but not least, Diablo 3. I think this is the Battle Chest Edition, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, it says right here. Okay. Yeah, not a bad game. Pretty small collection, but then again, if you play PC, you're mostly digital, so. Okay, next up is my Wii collection. I just dropped all my games on the floor. That's nice. Yeah, the Wii was more of a family console, so a lot of these games aren't really mine. But games I ended up with, I'm trying not to step on these right now. I'm trying to just pick them off the floor. That's okay. Starting with Wii Play. The tank minigame was pretty epic. That and that one cow one, that was nice. What should I pick up next? Just Dance 4. This is my sister's, I swear. She just left it here and now I'm stuck with it for the end of time. And of course, Just Dance Summer Party. Limited edition, so this might be worth something. If you can see that. I'm not sure if I'm holding this right. And it also features American Boy by Estelle featuring Kanye West. Not gonna lie, that actually is a good song. Mario Party 8. Nothing more, nothing less. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Believe it or not, this is actually the first ever game. Well, the GameCube version was the first ever game to ever get an E10 Plus rating. Fun fact. Speaking of Donkey Kong, we have Donkey Kong Country Returns. Yep. That was a damn good, what was it? Winter break. I almost said spring break. That would have sucked. Next up is Sonic Colors. Ooh. I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but I do also own Skylanders Giants for the Wii. Not a bad game. Of course, I've also owned Spyro's Adventure. I don't know why I said the tagline instead of the title of the game, but whatever. Now we have Sonic and the Black Knight. Just a note, this is part of the Sonic storybook series. I had to double check that, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's only 2 games in this series. The second one is right here. Sonic and the Secret Rings. This is actually the first one, that's the second one. They only made 2 games in the storybook series. Wonder why? Try playing the games. They were okay as a kid, but nowadays, not so much. Of course, I also have Sega Superstars Tennis. I got this game for Sonic, of course. Not a bad game, actually. It's like Wii Tennis, but on steroids. Here's the rest of the Wii games I dropped. And, that one, too. Super Mario All-Stars. Pretty alright. Actually like that game. Mario Kart Wii. If you owned a Wii, you probably own this, too. My sister and I both asked for it on the same Christmas. That was epic. Probably my favorite Wii game so far. Punch-Out Wii. Really good. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Super Mario Galaxy 2. Oh, I also got this from GameStop too. And just like that one, I also got, hit my computer there, Metroid Prime Trilogy. The first one was actually pretty good, the second one was okay. Never played the third one actually. And of course, if you own a Wii, there is no possible way you can't own Wii Sports. And that is my Wii collection. Jesus. Hopefully I don't drop this on the way back. Alright. I can... Okay. Next up is my PlayStation 2 collection. This, I have probably just as many games for this as the Nintendo Wii, but these are all mine, unlike that one, so... First off, we have Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves. Greatest hits. Yep, a lot of these are greatest hits. I'm terribly sorry. I am a terrible game collector. Next up is SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. This is actually the first game I had for the PlayStation 2. That was actually mine. At first I had to share with my brother, so that was my game. Next up is Ratchet & Clank Size Matters. Not a bad entry in the series, but the previous 3 games were just way better. Pac-Man World Tour. World Tour? What's wrong with me? World 2. I can't read. I'm terribly sorry. I offended someone. And, yeah, I own this game. Yeah. Actually. Just kidding. As a kid, I owned it. I still have the case. I just used it to hold SpongeBob the movie. Because I lost the case for that one. So, oof. Ah. A lot of you are probably familiar with this one. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Breath of the Wild was my favorite open world game, but this is like the second best in my opinion. Next up is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. My very first game for PS2 actually. However, unlike SpongeBob, this was my brother's actually, so... Yep, this isn't the copy I originally had. I bought this in a set with San Andreas and another GTA game. They all came in like a 3-pack I got for 20 bucks at Walmart. Years later, after the PS2 kind of went obscure. So, next up is Jak 2. Remember my cousin showing me this game years ago. Decided to get it for myself when I walked in a Best Buy and saw it for 5 bucks. Not a bad game, although whoever made the checkpoints is a terrible person. Next up is Jak 3. Little easier than 2, although I prefer 2 overall. Brings back a lot of memories looking at this one. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. Probably my favorite Dragon Ball Z game of all time. Fantastic. Love the soundtrack. Too bad it was plagiarized. This is a nice one. Mega Man Anniversary Collection. This game got me into Mega Man. I mostly bought it for 7 because I used to emulate it on my phone. So I got it on the PS2 and I just binged 7. I loved that game at the time and I still do. Next up is Pac-Man World Rally. It's no Mario Kart. You take that as you will. Next is Sonic Unleashed. It's not a bad game, it's just the Warhog stages where... okay, I'm sorry, but I have to talk about this game. Crash Twinsanity. As a kid, I loved this game. I was a huge Crash fan when I was really young, and Crash Twinsanity I loved when I first got it, and I don't like it anymore. I can't even play it anymore. I think it's kind of unplayable. Might be kind of exaggerating, but the physics are just so weird to me now. Next, speaking of Crash, we have Crash Tag Team Racing. I almost said next up. I want to stop saying that. But it's okay. Nothing else to say about it. Crash Bandicoot The Wrath of Cortex. Holy shit, this case has been beaten to hell. By the way, why the hell is it on the left side? The disc should be on the right. I don't know. Guess I had it upside down or something. Oh no, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It's GameStop. It's an old GameStop game. What do you expect? And of course I had GTA Vice City, San Andreas, and of course I also have 3. Not really a big fan of 3. I prefer the sequels much more. But I do like it steaming though. Crash Nitro Kart. I own all the Crash games on PS2, with the exception of the reboot ones, I guess. If you like CTR, you'll like this. People hate it, but it's not as bad as they say. And my brother gave me this game when he moved out. Need for Speed Undercover. It's an alright Need for Speed game, but it's far from the best. And of course, this game, like Budokai 3 and Mega Man, gives me a lot of memories. Sonic Mega Collection Plus. This game got me into Sonic. Then I went through a whole Sonic phase, and that was... story for the books, kids. That's all I have for my PlayStation 2 collection. I think all these games are kind of higher than the microphone or not the microphone, like webcam goes. So, sorry about that, but I don't think I care. Now, for another small kind of collection, my PS Vita games. I only have like 6 of these, so this will be relatively quick. I got a PS Vita thinking it would be like the holy grail, and that was a stupid decision. I should have got a 3DS instead. Oh well. Well, I did get one years later, but that's spoiling the next part of the video. Anyways, first is Killzone Mercenary. If you still have a Vita and don't have this game, get it. It's probably the best shooter you can get on there. Of course, you're not into shooters, and I guess whatever. YS Memories of Celceta, or Celceta, I don't know how it's pronounced. It's alright. Got to re-release on PC because no one played it. Oof. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. This was pretty good at the time. When it came out, it was like a whole PS3 game on the Vita. That was nice. Rayman Legends. Pretty good game. Don't really care about it much anymore. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Royal, I don't know if it's Royal Royale, I don't know. Yeah. It's alright. Liked it as a kid, not so much anymore. And if you own a Vita, you definitely should get this game. Little Big Planet, PS Vita. I think it's probably the best Little Big Planet game in my opinion. Definitely must buy for the system if you still have it. And yeah, it's my Vita collection, so that was quick. And now we're on my 3DS collection, starting with Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Jesus Christ, GameStop, you and your stickers. And along with that, I have Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask 3D. Never finished this game. Probably should someday. Shovel Knight. Has a soundtrack too, if you can read that. Don't think I've ever used it yet. Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. And my very first 3DS game I got when I got the console. Super Mario 3D Land. Am I holding this right? I can't tell. I don't have anything. I don't even know what this camcorder is picking up. And last but not least, Mega Man Legacy Collection for the 3DS. For the few viewers that have been with me for a long time, you'll probably recognize this one. This is the game I unboxed with the Collector's Edition. So, yeah. Nice little blast from the past for you guys. And that is my 3DS collection. Don't have very many games either. I do own a couple others, but those are on, like, downloaded, so. Alright. Anyways, on to my DS collection. I'm actually going to rearrange these quickly. Starting with Crash of the Titans. It's alright. If you really want Crash Bandicoot on the DS, this is probably the best game for it. It's kind of got out of Crash at that point in time. I didn't like his emo phase that he was going through. New Super Mario Bros. Just to let you know, I do not have the game anymore. I lost it. I remember getting this with my DSi and then losing my DSi, and oh man, I cried. That was that was a terrible day, man. Next up is Sonic Classic Collection. 4 games in 1. I like Sonic Mega Collection, so I got this so I can have these games on the go. It's not a bad collection compared to the Game Boy one. Next up is Plants vs. Zombies. Plants vs. Zombies on the DS. It works just fine. Mario Party DS. I like this game, but I also hate it. DK Jungle Climber. Got this game hoping to be like Donkey Kong Country, but I was wrong, unfortunately. But it's still an okay game. And last but not least, Mega Man Star Force 2. Specifically the Zerker X-Saran edition, I don't know. I bought this game thinking it would be like kind of like classic Mega Man. I didn't know there was any other side series. And oh, I was dead wrong. This was an RPG, and I didn't like it. Put a bad taste in my mouth. Ugh. Anyways, moving on from that, I actually have a couple extra DS games. I have them loose though, so I'll be sure to get those quick. No, I just realized something. I could just probably cut that out in the video. I'm fucking stupid. Anyways, for the 3 extra DS games I have loose, because GameStop does not sell these in cases anymore. Mega Man ZX. Can you see this? Yeah, it's a lot more closer to classic Mega Man than I thought. It's alright. More like Mega Man Zero, actually. Super Mario 64 DS. And last but not least, for real this time, Kirby Superstar Ultra. So, that's all my DS collection. Anyways, the very last console I have any games for is the PlayStation. I only have 3, so this is probably my smallest collection yet. A lot of these games, yeah, don't have anymore because they broke or lost them, so. Jesus Christ, the back of these discs are dusty as hell. Okay, starting with Tony, how do I hold this? GC edges of these are destroyed. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. It probably doesn't work anymore, so I'm just gonna set it down like this. Probably should throw these away or get rid of them. Next up is Namco Museum. This is volume 3 to be exact. Not even sure if you can tell what this is on this camcorder. Nice little game as well. And last but not least, the last PlayStation 1 game I just happened to own. Crash Bandicoot Warped. This was the very first game I've ever owned, and I remember going to the fair in my town one year, and there was a stand selling old video games. They sold me this for 20 bucks. It came with the manual, came with the game. Nice. Yeah, this was the very first game I ever owned, and it's very special to me, so I decided to buy a real copy of it. So that was nice. Anyways, I got, oh geez, it's already broken anyways, probably, it doesn't matter. set them down here. Anyways, that is everything. All the games I own. I thought I had a couple Game Boy games left over from my old Game Boy Advance, but I can't find them, so I guess they're gone. So, anyways, if you're still here for whatever reason, thank you for watching. And yeah, see you guys next time.